Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video. Now, a good few things have been made active since the last time I made a video, including all three of the original three summon boards getting a chaos fight, which I'm not going to be showing off, partially because I already did them all off screen and they were decently easy enough. And because everyone and their mother's already doing that. So I'm thinking I'm going to do the other thing that's active right now, which is the New Year's event with the giant gold cactar. And after I do a couple co-ops here, I'll talk about a couple of the characters who got EX Plus during the summon board. Those two being Serah and Setzer here. I don't have Vanilla's EX, so I don't really have the capability of talking about her, nor do I have the ingots to really make use of her EX at maximum potential anyway. But let's do a couple co-ops here, just to show that off. Hopefully it finds people alright. Sometimes it might have trouble connecting. So this could be kind of a little bit of a visual showcase of them at EX Plus 3 out of 3. And I can talk about the characters themselves a little bit. And we found some people. Cloud and another Setzer. I really need to get my budding gear and do some entropy stages. And here we have our giant gold cactar here. It's very much like the Santar cactar a lot, in that it's mostly got the same attacks, as far as I can tell. So you pretty much take it down much the same way. I really like the mustache on the thing. As you can see there, Setzer hits pretty hard now. Of course that's in synergy, but what can you do? And his EX hits pretty hard. Well, that's unfortunate. As you can tell, still no overflow there. And this should finish off this run. There we go. So that shows off Serah a little bit, and also Setzer in the same round. And you get 20,200 gil and 20,200 experience. So this is very good for gil and experience farming. Though you're probably not going to find too many who are actually just experience farming this. Now, let's talk about Serah a little bit. And her EX Plus. Her effect for Awakening is a large damage boost to the attack, and as well as 120% max Brave overflow when using it. So when you first EX plus it, you're getting a small little boost in power. Not amazing, but it's nice to have. Because having a little bit of overflow on her EX is very helpful. There can be a little bit of problems depending on your OD setups, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit, but otherwise it's a very nice effect to get. Putting 1 ingot into her moderately increases her max Brave and attack, which is very nice, as long as you have EX plus or its passive equipped. Her HP attack also becomes an HP attack plus, which is very nice. That's always something that helps with longevity for an EX plus unit. That's a very nice effect for 1 ingot. This is also a very nice effect at 2 ingots. It starts you with her buff that she usually gets for using her first skill, as well as making it so that when she uses her EX, it also refreshes the buff. So you don't have to worry as much about having to refresh that buff over and over again, which helps things a lot as well. And then for 3 ingots, she increases her Brave based on her attack before using the Brave portion of her EX skill, which you saw in the stage there. She batteries herself for a little bit before using it. It has a large Brave damage boost, which is kind of smaller than a lot of others who tend to get a tremendous boost. But hers is AoE based and has that battery beforehand, so it's not as bad. And it increases the limit that can be gone over the max by a little bit. I'm not sure how much though. It says slightly, so it's not that big of a difference. Meanwhile, it also changes your Brave Attack to Brave Attack plus plus. It does 2 hits and grants Pouty Brave based on own attack, which is very nice. And her HP Attack plus becomes HP Attack plus plus. Gives you a slight boost to Brave based on own attack. And Stolen Brave may exceed Max Brave up to 120%. It's not too bad. It's not the greatest, but it's nice to have. Now, what she gets is really nice for her, but the major problem for her overall is something that's been a problem for her for a while. She still relies on cursed arts. And that is gonna make a huge difference in how she works for a lot of people. If you don't have perfects or near perfects of her cursed arts, she is losing out on a lot of attack and a lot of max Brave, which could be an issue. She tends to have a pretty low max Brave, even with EX plus all the way up with maxed out armor and everything. Let's see. Like, I have a few of the curses on me right now, as you can see. And I'm still missing out on a good chunk of max Brave and attack because I don't have perfects. And I'm missing out on a lot of Max Brave because of it, which is unfortunate, because she's still a pretty great unit even with these problems, but she's being held back a lot because of reliance on a very RNG driven issue with her. Which, if you're gonna be trying to EX plus her, I recommend making sure you have some good artifact passives on her, because you don't want to be held back too much by that. Because she's a great unit for Chaos stages, from what I heard otherwise. But that's something to keep in mind with her. But either way now, let's try a stage with Setzer, who, out of the two, 3 out of 3 just recently, he's my favorite. I am very happy with his EX plus. He could still use with some more skill uses, but what he gets helps a lot. Oh, and I'm apparently co-oping with Jesus. Hello, Jesus. But yes, you can do a lot of damage with his red card now. If you're hitting 9999s with it, you could potentially hit up to maybe around 130, 140,000 damage, which is fantastic. And it does almost 90k as a minimum if you're hitting that. So he's got some damage on him now. His EX now has a lot of overflow to it. Before it didn't. Which helps with it being like an ultra battery. It does split damage though, which is not the best overall. But it's serviceable. And that should be the end of this. There we go. And that's a little bit of a show off of how Setzer is right now. And I have to say, I'm extremely happy with Setzer. What he's got impresses me a lot. Which probably isn't too big of a thing, because I'm just kind of a fan of Setzer in this game already. Let's show him off a bit. Got him purple too. Let's look at his EX weapon. But when you initially awaken it, you get a large damage boost to the attack and a 150% overflow. So immediately, it's doing a lot more and can overflow now, which helps its damage output a lot. Which is very nice, but is not the biggest thing the EX Plus is given, which is honestly about the normal thing. You get most of their upgrades through the ingot effects. For one ingot, you get a Brave regen effect that increases critical Brave damage to Blackjack, which is very nice. And it starts you immediately with your Blackjack buff you get from his EX, which gives him max Brave up 1 and attack up 1 at the start, along with your Brave attack plus for 6 turns. Basically, as long as the Blackjack is active, you have your Brave attack plus, which is very nice. As his Brave attack plus is, I believe, one of the few Brave attack pluses that actually can Brave dump, which will be talked about a little bit. At 2 ingots, while he has the EX or its passive equipped, he gets a slight max Brave bump as well as a moderate increase to attack, which is nice. And his Brave attack and Brave attack plus becomes Brave attack plus plus, making his attack do 4 hits now. It gets a moderate boost to damage during it, and now triggers the HP attack if it's at least 80% of max, which I believe it used to be 100%. So a very nice increase. And also his HP attack plus becomes HP attack plus plus, which is a ranged Brave attack plus HP. I believe it used to just battery and do an HP attack, but now it does an additional Brave attack before the HP dump as well, which helps it a lot. I think that makes it a very nice HP plus plus right now. It was alright before, and it's still not super great to use all the time, but it's a lot better. It's not the best HP plus plus out there, but it's battering and also doing a hit before hitting, so it's gonna do some nice stuff. And at 3 ingots, you get a large damage boost to his EX, and it slightly raises the recast speed of his EX. And of course, while having the passive equipped, it raises the limit of Brave that may be stolen in excess of max Brave, which again means more overflow. It further raises overflow and means it comes up a lot faster. And given that Setzer has only about 9 skill uses overall, he has really low skill uses, really. Having his EX up more often is a very, very good thing for him. It massively increases his longevity. So along with his utility, like his Brave battery, his delay, and his freeze stroker also freezing the enemy's Brave amounts so they can't gain any Brave, really makes him a very nice unit at this point. I might as well show off the artifact passes I have in him right now. Got 2 max Brave 330s, 2 Mighty Red card 2 stars, and 1 all-in boost 2 stars, which is serving me well so far. I don't think it's the best setup, but it's very nice for him, and it gives him a lot more power in the places it needs to be. But I am very impressed with Setzer's EX Plus. So I'm honestly impressed with both of their EX Plus overalls, but honestly Setzer is the one that takes less work to make really good at the moment. Serah requires a lot of extra work through those cursed arts. You can make do with her without the perfect ones, but she's going to be losing out on a lot. Either way, I just wanted to show off that new co-op and talk about the new EX pluses a bit. And I believe the next Awakening wave is coming in a few days. So my next video is likely going to be on that, which includes a heretic. So I'm going to be attempting either the Cosmos or the Chaos. And I think I might be doing some ticket pulls on the banner, as well as a couple freebie pulls. I think I might be pulling on tickets until an EX pops, or until I get down to 300 tickets, just to see if I can get one. Because I'd really like to get Balthier, honestly. Kai-Chi could be really nice as well, but Balthier is the one I'd really want out of the new EX. But I'll talk about that more then. For now, I'll see you guys all next time, and I hope you enjoyed.